Why do you date younger women?
Less trauma, less emotional baggage.
What's going on with men? Why are y'all like this?
I think it's because of social media.
Ooh, that's an interesting take.
Oh my God. Do you agree with him? Here's a better question. What do you actually think he's looking for? A wife, a companion, a fun girl, or a gold digger? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now, today is going to be a very important conversation because we're trying to figure out why men like to date younger women. And now we have a younger man or a man talking about why he dates younger women. So make sure you join this conversation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel because I'm posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
Why do you date younger women?
Oh. Less trauma, less emotional baggage.
So you like to have the younger girls that are like fresh and undamaged.
To see if there's long-term potential, yeah.
How much younger do you date?
8 years has been like the biggest gap.
How old are you?
32.
Okay. Would you ever date an older woman?
No.
Why not?
Did y'all see how fast he answered that question? Now, let me say this. It sounds like he's looking for a wife. It does not sound like he's looking for a fun girl. It doesn't sound like he wants a companion. And it definitely does not sound like he wants a gold digger, right? Now, he's looking for a woman in her prime. 32 minus 8 equals 24. Women's prime is usually what do they say? 18 or 19 to about 25. He's looking for a woman in her prime. Let's continue.
I've tried that, and there's just too much. There's too much baggage. The way she would communicate was a little challenging.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Right.
I like experiences.
Right.
So when we said earlier, hit my DMs, if you're not a man that likes to provide experiences, don't hit my DMs. Because I am an experienced woman. You know what I mean?
I said, because I get you have options. You're handsome, you're successful, you will have options forever. So it really is in your hands, your fate. So you can tell me I'm great all you want, but you're not pursuing me and I know why.
Challenging. Instead of having a conversation in person, she'd like to send a whole novel or paragraph.
Oh, well, that's weird. I don't know if that's an older woman thing or just a crazy woman thing.
I don't know, it's just my experience.
So do you have age limits set on dating apps?
Probably 27 would be the oldest.
And women your own age still not a good?
All the ones my age who were really good have been taken.
Do your friends feel the same way?
Definitely. Well, it's a little more
Oh my God. Listen, when I do a wall watch, right? Women don't understand what old is in a man's mind. Once you're over 30, you're considered old. He said all of the good ones are taken. He's 32. He said all of the good women his age are taking. Do you disagree? Comment your thoughts.
challenging for older women because you do have a clock that's racing against you.
Right, if you want children, yeah.
You want children, yeah.
What are you looking for in a woman, in a girl?
Cares about family, emotionally mature, maybe a more traditional value too.
Trad wife. You like women?
Of course. Look, women are the most beautiful people in the world.
Am I missing something here? Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? What is wrong with this broad? Is this her first interview or her first sets of interviews? Because if anything, maybe she should have asked that question first, right? I don't know if you have a complete conversation where he's going into detail what he likes about a woman to ask him if he likes women. Women, y'all need to get it together, right? For whatever reason, y'all think men don't like women, you guys are nuts. In fact, I'm gonna just say this. The majority of women are crazy. In fact, you know what, let me change that. All women are crazy, all of them. Now, let me also say this. For me, there is no other option. It's women or women. That's it, right? I get it. There's men that exist on the planet. I get it. There's people who do things and categorize themselves in completely different ways. My point, my issue, me personally, what I'm interested in is women. That's it. Just women. Women. So hearing this man speak, I said, man, you know what? I agree with him on a lot of things. The only thing that I have a little bit of pushback on is the social media thing, only because I believe what social media has done is, one, it's fried the mind of women, right? They think that men want these horrible attitudes on women where they pile on the makeup and they look all fake, and, you know, they come to us with these fake personalities, and yeah, we're not interested in that. But the reason why I disagree just a little bit, I mean, let me say this. I mostly agree with everything he has to say because I have experience in all of those areas. For instance, I was married and I'm divorced. I can tell you the reason why I said all women are crazy is because when it comes to women, the question is, what does it take for her to reveal that crazy? Is it liquor? Because some women can't hold their liquor and they don't know when to stop drinking. It could be after she has children, because postpartum, after she has that child, if you don't know what a demon is, if you have never met a demon in your life, wait till that woman has children. You will meet it right there in your face. Right now, some are worse than others, but I can tell you it gets pretty bad. The crazy really comes out. The other thing could be, is it that time of the month? Or did she get bored in a relationship? Now, when this man talked about older women and the damage and the trauma, this is what I talk about on Wall Watch. Women, for whatever reason, they can't see it. Like, they think because they look good or because they can paint themselves to look good, they think that that's all a man should be worried about. And that's what attracts the man to the woman, but it's not what keeps the man, right? I say this a lot. It's easy to get the woman, right? Or it's easy for a woman to get a man, but it's hard for her to keep the man. Why? Because women have forgotten how to talk to men. You don't tell a man that you don't need him. Just like as a man, I would never tell a woman I don't need her. Why? Because you understand what that's going to do to her psyche. She's never going to believe that she's the one unless she's trying to prove herself. But then at some point in time, she's going to say, well, if you don't need me, then why am I doing all this, right? That's the same thing that happens to men. But for some reason, women think that this is a great thing for them to say. Now, again, something that comes with baby mamas and the damage with older women, like he was talking about, is the damage and the trauma and dealing with another man. Men do not want to deal with another man. I don't know why women don't understand this, because they don't want to deal with another woman. So I don't understand why they don't get that men do not want to deal with another man, especially if that man was intimate with this woman. Because what it means is he got to her first, and this is his seed walking around. A lot of men are now not interested in playing the stepdad role. I date single mothers. I'm a single father, so for me, it's not that big of a deal. Although it is, and it can be, what I've realized about me is, because I'm a basketball trainer and coach, like, I just play the mentor role. I play the male role model, right? I don't try to be dad. I don't even try to be stepdad, right? That's not what I do, because I've understood that the child is not really gonna obey discipline, right? Especially when it comes from someone that they didn't come from, right? I mean, a lot of, people in general struggle with taking discipline or disciplinary acts from other people that have nothing to do with them. Now, I don't know if you guys could tell, but this man clearly is looking for a wife. I am not. Me personally, if anything, I would be looking for a companion. That would be, for me, that would be the closest thing to a wife, unless this woman just shows me that she is absolutely amazing inside and out. Then yeah, okay, cool. But that's rare. And every woman thinks or believes that she is the exception to the rule. So to that, I say companion, but more than likely fun girl, right? Like, that's kind of just, where I'm at mentally. Again, the right woman can change that mentality, but the more we see women speak and talk on social media and the more they...
I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid, so you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?
And the more they reveal about how much money a man needs to make and what he needs to be doing and what he can't be doing and what he needs to look like. And then you see women who say that, but then they do other things. Here's the most damaging part. The majority of us men say, is she attractive enough? Like, she's crazy, but like, is she attractive enough for me to deal with her crazy? Again, as a married man, well, now as a divorced man, I could tell you it's never worth it, right? She's never attractive enough for that, right? The only question that really can be answered is how much of this can I actually deal with, right? Like that's the real question, because outside of that, I mean, it's hard. As a woman becomes more damaged, as a woman becomes more traumatized, she might not even realize what she's doing. She might not even realize the problems, the issues, the arguments that she's starting because she does not want to go through what she's already been through. Now, for her, yeah, that's great, right? Yeah, have standards. Yeah, stand up for yourself. Value yourself. You're the prize. You're this, you're that, right? But for the man, it's like, well, I don't really see you like that, like I don't really want to argue about that. I didn't do that. That's not how I think. That's not how I move. These are conversations that happen that men do not want. Like, we don't want to be in arguments with our woman. We don't want to be challenged by our woman. The world is challenging us enough. Right? And when I say enough, I mean a lot. I mean every single day. If you're on your purpose, you're receiving a challenge every single day because you got to get up and you got to get out and see what you can make. The biggest thing or the biggest things that he left out as far as social media goes is what we're seeing a lot on social media is just how much women cheat. Because I say women cheat way more than men do. We have this tendency to choose what we would call the safe choice, meaning she's nowhere near the most attractive. She is the most average woman that you could possibly get. And then sometimes some men will actually go all the way over to like a 2 or a 3 because in his mind, he believes she's a safe choice. So when I hear the safe choices speak a certain way, I'm like, oh my God. And then they're starting to listen to strippers and bottle girls, right? And these women are like, oh, well, we don't trust men because men, they come in here having wives and doing this and doing that. And oh my gosh, right? But what they keep leaving out is they are the women who are providing this man with this service. What they also leave out is the reason why he's probably in that strip club in the first place is because wifey is not putting out anymore. She drew him in with that sex, and now that sex is completely taken off the table. This is what they often leave out. Now, again, let me say this. Some men are just greedy. Some men don't have the same morals. All of our morals are completely different. When it comes to men dating younger women, the reason that this happens is because she looks better. The possibility of having children is much higher. A woman that's 30 and beyond, like they may say, okay, we could have a child, meaning one, but that man may want 3 or 4, 5, right? She's not gonna want to do that. Not when she's in her 30s and definitely not when she's in her 40s. Now, I'm not saying that it's not being done, but I'm saying the likelihood of it happening, she probably don't want to do that. And the messed up part about this is the younger woman is also usually better looking because she's younger, so things aren't sagging just yet, right? The hair isn't gray yet, right? The moles and all of the aging things that happen, it hasn't happened just yet. Most men are looking for a woman that he can actually love on. Now, the majority of men also understand that the relationship is not gonna be sunshine and roses every single day, But as long as this is not the person that's your number one enemy, you feel good about that, right? Because you want to love on your woman. You don't want to challenge your woman or be challenged by your woman, because the world is already doing that enough. Now, this is why men are so hurt, because in our minds, we've come up with all of these reasons and all of these facts, right? And then when the woman also chooses the man, but then she cheats, now he's thinking to himself, what happened to all of those reasons why? She liked me at first, right? Fellas, all I'm telling you is this. It may be time for you to reinvent yourself. In fact, if you are brokenhearted, in fact, if you are trying to figure out what you did wrong, let me tell you, you probably did nothing wrong. It was her. She was bored. She was looking to be back out in the streets. She finally got her freedom, or she wanted her freedom again. It probably had nothing to do with what you did, but who you actually are. All I'm saying to you is, get your mind together, get your body together, get your finances together, and get your spirit together. When you are together and whole, and you feel whole, and you're happy no matter what, that's the best way to live life, because women are sexually liberated. This is a different day and time. There was a day and time where women didn't feel comfortable walking around in lingerie. Let me reword that. Women did not walk out in lingerie. Like, it was not a thing, right? Like, now women are walking around in lingerie and everybody's saying, oh, that's cute, girl. Where'd you get that? I need to go get that. And I'm like, okay, well, as long as you know why men look at you as a piece of meat and treat you like a piece of meat, and the reason why you keep saying that dating sucks is because of how you're dressed, how you're presenting yourself. You're not presenting yourself as anything other than a fun girl, right? So I'm interested to know, what do you guys think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.